In this video, we're going to show you how to complete all of the sections of the SOAP note. So on this appointment on the right for Thursday, Daisy Raintree, she has been checked in. The session has been completed, and now I'm going to write the note. So I will double click, and it'll open the daily note. We'll go to the first tab on the top left up here, Daily Subjective, and you can click through the top. The session, she tolerated it, she was engaged and responsive, she did pretty well today, and mom was present. In the comments section, you can type whatever additional subjective information you might need to include. Session as scheduled. Daisy was excited that it was the last day of school. Speaking to their temperament or any updated information that you might need. The tab over, Goals Addressed and Assessment. This now goes into the objective portion of your note. The daily subjective obviously being the subjective. So we're going to scroll down to the second section here, Daily Progress Towards Goals, and click on the line that says empty. Here are the two goals that we have. She's a speech client, and so she has two speech sound production goals. So if I hover over, I can see the whole goal, and that way I can determine if we had worked on both of the goals or just one of the goals in this session. So I'll say, okay, for this one, we did work on our vocalic R sounds, so I'm going to click over here. When you click this box, it automatically then assigns this goal to the session. So don't click it if you did not work on that goal. So I click it, and now I can scroll down and see the goal here, and I can write a comment saying Daisy completed drill activities, benefited from visual cues and verbal reminder to pull her tongue back. You might have other additional information about the activity or anything else, but this is specific to the goal. Progressing since last session, and another comment. I'm going to write my objective information, the percentage. She was at 65% today. You can also click over to the second tab, Assessment. So in that SOAP note, now we're in the A part, Assessment. Daisy continues to make progress with her vocalic R productions. She benefits from a reminder at the beginning for placement cues, visual supports, and repeated drill of correct productions in short bursts. You can write whatever type of assessment that you are noticing within that session. Once I complete the objective data collection and the assessment, I can exit out. Just another note, if you did work on both goals, let's do that. Let's click there. So we wrote our information for vocalic R. Now I'm going to say we also did some vowel movement, so I'll click on this goal. Now this brings up the vowel goal, and you can write the comments underneath. Daisy showing progress in her production of diphthongs in single words, specifically I, 80%. Typically there is the data box here. I must not have created that in the plan of care, but you could also put your data there like we did before. So now because you clicked both of these individually, you don't have to click up here again. These will both apply to your note. So we did the assessment tab. I'm going to hit save, and if you scroll, you can see a little preview. So there's our vowel to vowel goal with our note. We don't have the primary data. Like I said, we didn't have that actually in the plan, so that should be there. And then our second goal, vocalic R, we have the data, 65%, our comment, and then our A, our assessment, is right here. Overall comments, thoughts, and evaluation of the session. Once I am finished with that, we're going to click over to activity log in this same tab. We today just did a speech language session, not an evaluation, so we're going to click down here, find speech therapy, and save. Under status, we double click and say active. It did happen today. Double click in the time. It was 60 minutes. And then done. Was it completed today? Yes. Those 3 always have to be completed for each session that you're billing. The reevaluation will stay blank, or it could end up saying inactive at some point, but it's likely there because you have previously billed an evaluation for this client. Once I hit active, 60 minutes, and yes, I will say transfer to charges. I'm going to click over to the next tab, plan. Continue with the present treatment plan. Tolerance to treatment is excellent. Patient can or caregiver consents to treatment plan. And then you can complete any boxes here. So you could say maybe reevaluation is due next month as just a general note, and then education and collaboration completed at each session with parent. Any other additional tips, tricks, home program ideas that you give the parent. So this would be your plan section. We click over to charges, and this session was at 6 o'clock. So these are our in and out times. We see that we're billing the speech therapy code 92507. And typically in this top box up here, it's going to tell you if you're missing something. It says please document in-out times, but we just did that. So yeah, there we go. Now it goes away. All right, so if I hit save, now I will get a print preview where I can kind of double check everything. So here's my subjective. We clicked on some of these and entered some of that information about Daisy being excited. There's my billing, 92507, 60 minutes. The objective information, the goals I worked on, the percentages, cues, prompts. My assessment of the session, how she's doing overall. And then the plan. Most of this was that we clicked on it, and a couple of things we entered into that box. Once that looks good, you can say, let's save and sign off. And you will have to enter your password every time you submit a note, and then click save and sign off. And now it is a green square because she is checked. There you go. The status says checked out. So everything was completed.